If something bad happened to me, I must have done something to deserve it. Now that's actually a pretty functional idea, because it suggests that there are things about your behavior that you could change that would make the future better. But the problem is that, say if it's the collapse of a relationship and you've been with that person for 8 years or longer, well, you did so many things with them that the idea that you did something wrong pretty much extends to every single thing you ever did with them. And that's, how are you going to fix that? It's like, don't be assuming necessarily that the thing that happened to you only happened to you because of what you did or didn't do. Part of the reason that you aren't curious about something anymore is because you've investigated it and you've built a representation of it that's functional, and that functional representation then stands for the thing itself, and then you can ignore it. And so you learn to ignore things. They're interesting to begin with, and then you learn to ignore them.
The person that you built in your mind, the person that you had a relationship with that you built in your mind, that person doesn't actually exist. They're not real. They're not real. She wasn't who she appeared to be. Self-centered person that cares about herself first and doesn't care about you. That's the reality. And that's fine. But a lot of times the pain that we feel isn't based on the reality. It's based on the fantasy. So you're feeling pain of losing something that wasn't real. Let the fantasy go. Remember that she is not the perfect person that you built in your mind. Period. She's not. Get after it. Work out. Train hard. Go to jiu-jitsu, hike, run, play guitar. Just get after it. And those things, not only are they going to distract you from the pain, which is good, they're going to improve you as a human being, which is good, and they're going to rebuild your confidence, which is good. They're going to make you feel good. They're going to make you stronger and smarter and better and put you into a place where you don't need that little made-up fantasy anymore. Girl or guy for you doesn't exist. They don't exist. Those feelings, they're temporary, so let them say hi. Let them hang around for a minute or for half an hour or an hour or whatever, and then kick them out.
Get in there, keep breathing, tolerate some exposure to the feelings until you start to feel okay with this new normal. Find the right words and describe what's so awful or awkward or hard about it. The end of the relationship rocked you in some sort of way. It stirred up some deeper, older, uglier feelings. You start doubting yourself. Oh, it's true. I am incompetent, unlovable, uninteresting. You pick your personal poison here. You've been let down, you're disappointed, and you're angry. But now that you've created some distance, well, I mean, you kind of miss the person too, right? And then you flip-flop back and forth between assertive anger and grieving the loss. Both are true. Two sides of the same coin. Still, it's important to experience each of these in their own right. Grieving a loss is a healthy process. It's hard to move on and enjoy a new horizon in life if you haven't let go of what's behind you. When we work through grief, we usually focus on the good things, the things we enjoyed, right? We'll never get together again for a first swim, for a barbecue, no more Wednesday family dinners. Yeah, you have to say goodbye to these things, and we actually put up little tombstones for them. In the third step, you just need to follow and express the healthy need. The issue to explore is, what do you resent? And then, what do you miss? Remember, if you don't know what you're fighting for, the specifics, then it's probably not adaptive. And grief, it's not just about feeling sad. It's about identifying specific losses. You have to finish the feeling. Going through that is the last step.